All right, welcome. This is M-Dog Gaming. We're going to do our first look at this new game that is in, to be clear, early access, alpha stage. It's called Wolcen, or it could be pronounced Wolcen. I think it's an old English word, but Wolcen, Lords of Mayhem. The developer is Wolcen Studios, so I don't know anything about them, but they've developed this as an action RPG, so an action role-playing game. If you need sort of a point of reference, think Diablo or Paths of Exile or one of the mini games that's like that. We're going to just play through the beginning of this game again. If you've seen either of my other two videos, I've lowered the settings. Because it's in early access, I'm just trying to get a little bit more smooth experience, because one of the things that was frustrating the first time I played through this was it seemed to have just a lot of glitchiness, especially with the combat, right? So we're going to turn the sound up just a little bit. And another thing, that they've got some sound issues. I mean, there's definitely some issues in early access, so I just want to give it a little bit more of a fair shake, see if I can understand. The tutorial is going to take us through the combat here early in the game. So we're going to sort of walk through just the basics of how you play, and then we'll look at a little bit of leveling up and some of the early quests, and hopefully just give a little bit more of a smooth example of how this game plays. And we'll just see. We'll see how stable it is right now. They're doing lots of updates, so things change. So the tutorial says hold the middle mouse button to rotate the camera. So this is kind of new for me. But it's cool that you can do that, kind of change the way. So we're going to left click on this thing, and we'll kill it with 2 shots. Now we're going to hold down our 1 button, and this is going to give us lightning ability. And in my experience, like with how the game is working right now, your lightning ability, which you start off with, which is called unlimited power, it doesn't seem, and it, as you can read, it shocks up to 2 targets. It doesn't seem to use any sort of either your magic or mana side or your power or rage side. Don't use the word power, because power I think actually has to do with the damage that your skills and magical abilities ends up using. But so down here at the bottom screen, you see Umbra on the left side, which is like your mana, I believe, and then rage, which is the ability that your resource to use your more physical abilities. So the tutorial now says each weapon has its own attack style. So just a heads up, we're not going to be looking at, we're not going to read quests. We're not going to be getting into the setting, the lore of the game, because I know very little about that. We're going to really just focus on mechanics and what it's like to play this game. So hopefully that's what you're looking for if you've come and you found this video. And that's what we're going to do. And I like to give updates if I also need some pants. As they continue, apparently 1 to 2 updates a month is what they're on track of doing right now. They've just recently added the where you put your points in, and you're basically how you create your characters. It's really how you choose your class, and so they've added that. And we'll get to that when we level up. Spending a resource fills up the other. So this is how it's supposed to work. Even if it doesn't work while we're playing this way, because it is in early access alpha stage, this is ideally what they're wanting. Don't hesitate to mix magic spells and melee moves to take advantage of this feature. In other words, as we start putting skills down here, we're going to want to have a combination of, ideally, magic and melee skills, because as we use our magic, we'll lose Umbra but gain rage. And then as we use our melee skills, ideally, if it's not glitchy, if it works right, we'll use our rage up and then fill back our Umbra. But you see, by default, you sort of always go towards having the magical abilities available, and then you use them to fill up your rage. So we'll kind of track that to see if it seems to be working that way. And let's keep moving forward. So now we're in the water. It's going to tell us about using lightning in the water in a moment here. And let's go ahead and hit some things. Lightning attacks are more effective in water. Assign skills to the hot bar by opening the skills window and dragging the skill into an empty slot. So it actually did that for us automatically, but if it had not done it, or later on when we get more skills, we may need to do that. So we'll see it is hitting two enemies at a time. And you also notice that when we're using that ability, it's not doing anything to our Umbra or our rage. Fire and burning effects are less effective in water, so your environment is going to impact how much damage you're doing. So we're going to do some just some physical attacks here. So a little bit of a head scratcher there. And maybe I don't understand how it works yet, but doing the one-handed combo, which is our left mouse click, did give us a little bit of rage. So maybe it's the melee skills that fills up your rage, but let's get close here and do it again. And again, that's what happened again. We were losing Umbra and gaining rage. So it's a bit confusing to me. We'll try to watch this as we get new abilities and try to see if I can understand it and maybe help you understand it as well. Or it may be more clear to you and I'm just for some reason having a mental block on how this resource back and forth is supposed to be functioning. So we're going to find our first skill here, our first ability, the Tomb of the Frost Nova. When you're near it, if you click on the item, it typically will pick it up. It's been glitchy at times. Sometimes I've seen it where you've had to actually hit it, like instead of like just right clicking, actually left clicking and hitting the thing you're wanting to pick up. This is the Tomb of the Frost Nova. So if we right click on this, we're going to get this skill and you'll see that it'll appear down here in our skill bar. Now if it didn't automatically appear, if you had that setting turned off, in other words, you would then just click on this and then click where you wanted it, or supposedly you can drag it to where you want it. So for now we'll just keep it the way it is, 1 and 2. Yeah, you can also assign something to your right mouse button. For me, for some reason, that has been a little more glitchy. You hold shift down and then you won't move and you can just attack. Like many ARPGs, that's the case in this one as well. So we keep going. The objective right now, it says to get to safety, so that's what we're doing here. And we see it says use piercing weapons against frozen enemies is very effective. So I'm not even sure the grammar is correct there. Using piercing enemies against frozen enemies is very effective. Maybe that is correct. It's just not a complete sentence, I guess. Anyway, what's this telling you? If you have a piercing weapon, if you use that with Frost Nova, you freeze them and then you hit them with piercing weapons. That's more effective, apparently. Press space to perform a dodge roll. Okay, and you'll see these 4 bars down here. We're using our stamina every time we use a dodge roll. Alright, we're going to talk to this person. Again, we're not paying attention to quests right now. We're just trying to get through the mechanics. So, kind of a frightening thing's about to happen here. We're going to have just a lot of enemies come out with us. This sort of encounter, you feel like you're about to die, and then at the last minute you get some help. So we are getting rage by using our... We are also losing life quick, so we're going to try to get out of here. And we're not gaining health back. I'm not sure what happens like if you die here, which we may be about to find out. If we die in this moment, what happens? So there should be some other guys that are going to come help us momentarily if we live that long. Barely froze him before he hit us. We are getting a little bit of experience during the intro here, but not like you do when you're actually playing it. Oh, he just knocked us down. All right, so here comes the help that I was mentioning. Okay, so we got help, and then they load us out, and we get to the sort of the actual starting point. Okay, so now we're going to talk to someone in here, and they're going to sort of start introducing you to the game by giving you your first quest. Not sure if you can actually go in. If you see on your minimap, you've got like Z's up here by the... Let's see if this is something you can actually go in and do anything with. This is where holding down the mouse button and... Okay, so you can do something with that. And again, with this kind of game, I'm just used to like having the same sort of camera view all the time. So being able to move it like that, to be able to see other shops and such, it's just weird. Alright. We're trying to talk to him. There we go. Find the assault location. Alright, so it kind of shows you on the mini-map, if you're watching the mini-map, it kind of shows you what direction they're wanting you to go in. So we'll follow this. Perhaps I'm going the wrong way. Yeah, it looks like I am. So this blue circle on the ground, this is actually going to be how we fast travel once we unlock new travel points. Alright, so we follow the path down. And we need to go check out the assault locations. He's going to help us fight. He's actually a pretty good fighter. So he'll help us get through this early part. And see if we can not die. The tricky part is to not die before you get the quest where you get the health pot. Because you definitely need your health pots in this game. It's pretty challenging. Alright, so here comes an enemy. We got some trousers. I think the way we have our settings, he's going to automatically put gear on as we find it. Primitive shovel. That actually might do more damage than what we have, yeah. And we can put the torch in our other hand. So it looks like this created a dual slash. And it says you can hold it for increased damage, but we don't have any rage, so we can't practice till we have rage built up. Alright, they want us to go find his stash. Here's the waypoint, so we could actually waypoint back to where we started from that location now. Alright, so there's the stash. We'll go ahead and pick that up. And then let's just do some lightning damage here. Let's see if we can build up enough rage to be able to test our two-handed attack. Alright, we should be able to do it now, right? Okay, so you saw the... We saw the, if you hold down, if you kind of like hold down the right trigger, it like charges the ability, right? But the range of the ability is not that far, so it's kind of difficult to get it to work right. So the axe is 7 to 8, but it's a faster speed. Oh, item level is too high. We can't actually use it. We're gonna go double shovel. Oh, this item level is too high as well. Okay, well then we'll not. All right, so now it says report back to Luther. He's gonna be up at the top. Again, just kind of clicking on those things to pick it up. It looks like that was just gold that we were picking up. I'm pretty sure. Oh, you know what? I think Luther was down here, right? So we need to talk to him first. Now we return to town using the waypoint. So we're about to level, and then we can look at some of the other features of the game. Mission successful. We got experience and gold. He has another quest for us, so let's see what the next quest is. Find the river and find ferns. Okay. Alright, first let's do this. So we're going to do the right side level up first, because this is our Gate of Fates. And kind of what you choose here may determine what kind of stats we want to level up. That's why we did this one first. So this is where you put your talent points. If you've played other games like this, you've seen other things. Path of Exile kind of made this sort of thing popular or known. Other games have done it as well, but Path of Exile just stands out because of how spread out the talent tree is and how you have to choose your routes. And that's just first glance, that's what this kind of reminds me of. So my understanding of at least how this is, I think they just introduced this feature in the game here recently, but right now it looks like the vision is that this is how you're going to choose your class, right? So each one has a name: Thief, Hunter, Legionary, and Guardian and Arcanist. So we're going to start off going in the fighter direction, I believe. Last time when I did the video, we started off in the Arcanist, which I still wanted to kind of play with that some more. But let's go in the Legionary this time. You can go in multiple directions though. So we have 3 points to spend, so we'll just go here, and then we don't really have any choices. We go here next, and then this is our first choice. We have 3 choices. This gave us minus 10% of the rage cost of spells and a plus to strength. This gave us physical damage and plus to strength. And then we have 3 choices. Plus 2% to strength during a short moment when switching targets. Plus 10% to rage generation. That seems good. Plus 3% to strength if your rage is full. So our rage isn't full very often. So we're going to go with the one in the middle for now. We'll confirm that, then we back out, and then we're going to do the left side. So since we've gone that direction, you see he's given us a bunch of strength. But I can tell you right now, we want Constitution. Constitution is going to give us maximum health and how fast we recover from negative effects like stun or knockdown. Things like power is going to give us maximum resource pool, increase our spell damage and spell critical chance. So we'll want that eventually. And then dexterity is movement speed, dodge chance, and critical chance with weapons. So all of it's good. You just have to choose what you want and win. I don't know why he's like walking like that. All right, we got to find the river. So he wants us to go this way, it looks like. So we'll follow this direction and then find ferns. This is where the game starts to get hard. So we leveled up. This is a little bit more armor. This is faster weapon, and then we'll do the mace in the second one. So we still have that dual slash as our secondary ability. Okay, let's see what else we can figure out here. And so because we have those fast travel points, you ideally would use the fast travel there in this situation, but what I found on my previous playthrough is it kind of messed with the quest because it wanted me to take this path again following the quest pattern. So we're going to try to go like straight down here the way they're wanting us to. And this should give us credit for finding the river right up here. Alright, so now it's sending us south down towards the river, which we'll hopefully be able to do here. Okay. So your unlimited power ability does have a flask of Umbra. Oh, that's our... Okay, let's see if we can change which one that's in. There's got to be a way, right? Is it in our inventory? It's not. I mean, I guess we can just leave it there. That means our health pot's going to be in the W position. So you use Q to use your first belt slot and W used your second. Orc Warlock. He's level 7. It just doesn't seem very nice to have that many levels on us, right? We did build up a lot of rage, so let's try our secondary ability. So things do seem to be, if you watch the first video, things are a little less glitchy this time around. And it may be that we had it, the game is not ready yet for being on the higher graphical integrity, which is really the only difference this time around. So we're taking a lot of damage here. And these globes, I don't really know what they do. They certainly didn't give us any health. You do see red globes at times, but... Alright, so... let's try to kill these guys before they get close enough to start hitting us, because we're not going to be able to take many shots. Yeah. This is an Orc Brute. Alright, he gave us a health pot. So health pots bounce off of things, not just when you kill them, sometimes just when you hit them, which is helpful. Alright, now we got to find the ferns. Again, just click on them when you're close to them. Okay, so another thing that happens is you actually do level up your skills. And you just click the plus button and that seems to level it up. So now it's level 2. I'm thinking that increases the damage that it does. It seems to, because the power value goes up. So I would really think that's what that means. So now we can go back to our base. Ooh, so another warlock. This one actually is hurting us, where the other one seemed to be glitchy. Okay, so it looks like maybe they have, they're especially impacted by lightning, because he stopped hurting us as much when we started using lightning. So we just hit level 3, which will be nice to be able to get some more points and some more stats. I feel like as you progress in the quest, it may be the way they have it set up is that harder and harder enemies appear even in this first area. Because it doesn't seem like we're running into the tougher enemies as much as we will once we get to a future quest. Some of these guys are harder to kill though. Alright, we'll kind of work our way back towards where we need to be heading, and then you actually can just hit T and travel back to town, like is the case in many of these types of games. So let's see what we get for turning this quest in. I believe this is where we get our health pot. The plant's very powerful. So he dropped a flask of health on the ground. Now he does warn you and say, I've got a harder task for you. This task is where, like, we just died over and over on this task last time we played. So, like, I'm just not sure how to move around, how to move these two things around. There may be a way, I just don't know. So we're not gonna get stuck on that. So let's continue down this strength path, I guess. This one gives plus 4 damage reduction on frontal attacks, plus 3 to strength, plus 4 to constitution. So that's pretty good. The question is, do we want to use any points going backwards? Maybe not. So this gives you more strength the more enemies you're around. We'll do that. That's more appealing than the other direction. We have 1 point left. Okay. We'll confirm that. And then we need to get some more stats here. Let's don't totally ignore the other things, but we'll kind of spread it out like that. Alright, so find the old runes. Oh, it has us wanting to go to the lore master here. I don't know why. It lets you reset your skills. Okay, we don't want to do that. He continues to be a quest item though, doesn't he? Or not a quest, but like the symbol keeps... Okay, so here's the healer maybe? Maybe it's this guy, so you can come to town and get healed. So that's kind of cool. If you can get back to town, you can get a free heal real quick. Get back in the action. Find the old runes. So I know from last time playing, we should be able to go this way to find them. Now let's kind of take it easy here. This is, again, last time, this is where things got really hard. Looks like it's leading us down this way, and then I think it'll be going, kind of veering off. Yeah, that's what it's doing again. So let's kind of look in front of us. That's a better view. We'll just kill stuff before we even get close to it when we can. Okay, so you hear the music change. I don't know that we found the old runes, but we found some more difficult enemies, perhaps. So pick up the axe. 6 to 8, and it's fast. So a little faster, maybe. We'll try that. Okay, it looks like it has us going off in this direction. There's another orc necromancer. So we don't have enough something. leveled up. Fully charged crossfire there. We were taking a lot of damage though. Oops. The lightning, again, sometimes the lightning is just the best way to kill things, it seems like. And if we can kind of get out of combat for a second here, it's probably worth going ahead and leveling up. Okay, there's our first magical item. We will definitely take that. So we're going to have -5 rage cost to spells and a good bit more armor. Let's figure out where we're going to put our next points real quick. So this passive is not implemented yet, so we can go ahead and click on it. It actually doesn't use any points. The question is, do we want to go back to this? Or do we just want to keep heading down? That seems like a good one. So this one was free because it's not implemented yet. Alright, this does allow us to go over here. With burning effects, freezing. So we have a choice here. Choking stance with lightning damage. Shocking chance, sorry. So that kind of works with how much we're using the shocking ability, right? So we'll do that. And then we can get some more dexterity, power, and we'll go strength again. Okay. Oh, we leveled up our lightning again. Find the old runes. So we're still looking for the old runes. Picking up whatever this is. This just might not be something that's implemented yet, or I really don't know. Okay, something is... Uh-oh. There is a cooldown on the lightning, so when you hit it and then let go of it... Oh, we are so low on health. It's too bad we don't have, like, leech or something. That would really help. Okay. So we ended up doing pretty good there. We did alright. I think the problem is those things are probably continuing to get spawned. I'm guessing this is the old runes. Whoa, okay. So one thing we haven't found yet is Fireball. And at this point, last time I had already found it. Not that it was necessarily that useful, but it's just weird to me that we haven't found it at all. We died. That seems to happen a lot. So, Skeleton Overlord, that's who we need to kill. So he's gonna when you die like that, he just re-gives you the quest. Alright, we'll try one more time before we call it on this video. We want to go this way. Does it show us on the map? Oh, we're going the wrong way. See, I get confused with the movable map. Does it show us where it was? I think it was here. So we'll see if I'm right. What is this? Luther's stash again? Why is Luther's stash there again? Oh boy. Okay, so I think things reset. When you die, I think enemies come back. And that may be what happened there, even with Luther's stash. Might be a little bit of a glitch, but... Alright, this is where we kind of go off the other way. We're taking so much damage right now. So these ghouls, apparently they just added the ghouls recently. And they are brutal. I don't know if they're not balanced yet or if it's user error, but they really do a lot of damage quickly. Alright, so right before we stop the video here, let's just kind of go off into the wilderness. One thing I found last time was just like this random, well, it may not be random, I don't know if anything's randomly generated, at least out in the overworld like this, but we found just like a dungeon we went in, and it was actually helpful. The combat was pretty reasonable. Okay, we died again. Oh, salvage dagger just dropped. I guess I'll try one more time. I'm so terrible at this. But it is fun, like, so the combat is a little more doable this time around, and I don't know if it's the settings or if it's just I've learned a little more. I'm still going backwards. But, so I'm having more fun playing the game, which is helpful. The first time around, it was just kind of frustrating. Yeah, his stash is up again. So we should probably just, like, kill stuff. These things die. So there's Tomb of Frost Nova dropped, which we already have it. I don't know if that's intended. It may be that things just drop even if you already have them. But based on where the game is in alpha, like it may not even be, you know, the quest we're on, like it may be a quest that really we should go out and get several levels before we try to do it. I just don't know. You never know when things, how they're balanced. So that was an upgrade. Tomb of Frost we already have, and I don't think it's going to give us a level or anything. No, it didn't. It just looks like there's just a random chance that all that stuff will drop. Alright, so here's another one of these ghouls. I think if we can stop it, like freeze it, it's not too bad. Like you can definitely kill it. But when they just keep getting around you and attacking you, they do so much damage. So let's go this way this time, and let's just see kind of what we can stumble across out in the wild. Alright, here's another one. I tried to freeze it, but the ability just didn't work. Okay. So somebody dropped an iron warhammer. We can check this out. It does a lot of damage, but it's slow, and that's going to be two-handed. So you see that changes our skills. Based on what weapon you have, your skills change. So here's another fast travel. We can unlock this by just walking near it. This is called the Green Forest. And I don't remember where the dungeon entrance was. But we can just walk around a little bit, see what we can find. Let's kind of look this way. Oh. Alright, we did get it. That is a slow attack. Okay, we've got two of them now. Hopefully we can kill one pretty quick. Alright, we actually got him. What do you know? Okay, here comes another one. These guys seem to be everywhere. I don't know, sometimes they're not that bad, but sometimes they just come up. I guess when you're fighting other things, like if you don't give them your full attention immediately, those ghouls really can wreck your day. Ooh, the Stalker. So these enemies, it's kind of cool, all the enemies do something different. I don't like how long it takes. We're gonna die here. I don't like how long it takes to activate your ability. So like when I hit 2 to do this Frost Nova, it either doesn't work sometimes or takes several times to get it to work. So we have this other, we can go to Green Forest now, but let's go to this one and maybe let's head up towards the top of the map. I do that every time, don't I? So we basically, as soon as we can, we want to try to take a left. Maybe we can go up this path. Let's just see what we can find up here. And I think we're going to be better off with the faster attacks. I could be wrong, but I think so. We haven't happened upon a shield. Shield seemed to work pretty good last time. Okay, we did that pretty good without... Ooh, I didn't see another one. Not bad. Is there a... Okay, so if we continue to head north, we'll open another waypoint. So especially while it's in alpha, I mean, obviously characters are going to get reset. Lots of things are going to change, but it's fun to get in, you know, try a game this early in the development process. You know, if you know what you're getting into. Whew. Yeah, so much damage. That's going to be it. So I guess the trick is just figuring out, like, where can we go where we won't take so much damage and die so quickly. And I mean, you know, it's some of this may be user error, just not, you know, playing it the right way or whatever. But I will say I've had a lot more fun this time around. So I'm thankful I came back and did an additional video here. It looks like you can sleep until 8 o'clock. And maybe things change in the daytime. You know, there's a lot about this game that I may just not know about. Maybe it's because it was nighttime that things had gotten so hard. Maybe the ghouls only come out at night. Like, there's a lot of possibilities, right? So it looks like we need to go, if north is that way. Like, for me, I almost just have to keep the angle the same way. Like, so now the way we're looking now, north is actually above us, which helps and makes sense in my head. But yeah, I'm liking this game. I think this game has a lot of potential. It's going to be fun to see, like, where the developers take it. I was hoping we could just get, like, another random drop here before we get off. That's kind of cool. It's just weird that it's funny, like, the things you get, and then, like a shield, like, I haven't seen a shield. We haven't gotten the fireball skill. There's just a lot of things that we haven't seen this time that were really interesting last time we played. Now there's a salvaged dagger. That would be even faster attack speed. See how much damage it does, though. 3 to 6, but very fast. Let's see what that's like real quick. You would think the speed increase from a secondary weapon wouldn't be as dramatic as if it was your primary weapon, but I don't know how this game works that. Okay, there's level 5. So we can continue to go down here into the shocking path. Okay. And then let's go with power to help with if we ever find them, any spells or other abilities we could get. Where are we headed right now? Okay. Now it says if we're killing something with lightning, there's a chance it'll cast another spell. It looked like I did see that one time. So it'd be cool if we could, like, get some other lightning abilities and kind of build a character around lightning. Another dagger. So some of these enemies seem to be a little glitchy there as he was, like, running in place. Of course, it really works good with these skeletons. Oh, Tomb of Warcry. So I've never seen that, so this is cool to be able to see something else that we've never seen before. Something is shooting at us, and I don't necessarily love the sound of that. Ooh, orc hunters. I've literally never seen these guys before. So they die really easily, but the sound of those, whatever it was shooting at us, did not sound good. Alright, there's no room in inventory. So maybe, is there a way you can... Okay, so here's another learning point for me. We can drop a bunch of this stuff on the ground, because we're not going to use it. And I also wanted to learn this Warcry spell real quick so we can see what it is. But basically it's just loot on the ground. And if you hold Alt, you can see what that loot is. So we're able to pick it up. So that's what those yellow marks are that don't have a name. It's just loot that I guess if it's been on the ground long enough, it just goes away. So we got a new skill. It got automatically added to our 3 spot. Oh, I just accidentally moved it. So let's look at this. Warcry. Rage generation 85 unit. Comet Frenzy preventing part of incoming damage and generating more rage on hits. So that could be useful. It just went away again. Alright, we'll just leave it on 3 for right now. Alright, so let's try it. There's Rage. It's got a 30-second cooldown, so we should be taking less damage. Alright, let's do a little lightning damage here too. We are taking damage though. I don't know how long that Warcry lasts. It probably said... Well, I don't know. Maybe you just have to look at the visual cue. Alloy Tacits. So we've already got... Oh, it is 1 armor better, so I guess we'll use that. The Orc Charger does knock you down. It's kind of annoying. Pretty good. Villager Shirt. We don't really care about that. The health pot does refill itself over time. But it takes almost a minute per charge to get refilled, so you can run out pretty quickly. So we'll just continue exploring and then we will wrap this video up, as I'm sure we've been going much longer than I intended. Whoa, what's going on here? You know, playing this does remind me kind of the first time I played Path of Exile, which I haven't played that a lot, but, you know, early on you're like not sure what's going on. You know, it is pretty difficult. It's easy to die. Alright, let's hold down Alt and see if there's anything on the ground that we need to see. I don't really see anything. Okay, our lightning ability leveled up again, because we use it so much. I like that skills level up as you use them. I think that's always a cool feature when they do it that way. Alright, so we're not doing that much damage to these guys with our lightning. Or at least it didn't seem to be. Now we kind of are. Resist lightning damage. So this guy in particular is resisting. Ooh. Are we not hitting him? Oh, we weren't hitting him, I think. Okay, we're going to activate our special ability here. Alright, we got him. Okay. Venturing into new territory. Oh, this might be a... No, I guess not. Ooh, what is this purple stuff? It's a warlock. Damage does pretty good on warlocks. Sorry, lightning does pretty good is what I was trying to say. Or it seems to, at least. So we are really like out in the wild. Surprised we made it this far without dying. Okay, we hit level 6 and we got Tome of Magnetic Strike. Really curious what that's going to be. Let's learn it real quick before we get hit by this brute. Powerful Thunderbolts, that's what I'm talking about. Alright, let's see how it works. That's pretty cool. I think I've gotten that one before. It's like some kind of expulse blow. Oh yeah, knocks all the enemies down. Alright, let's check this out. Let's put this one here. We'll put Frost Nova on 6. It won't let us 5. Oh, 5 and 6 are... These are passives? Like, oh, from the passive skill tree. So we don't have those on. So we only have 4 abilities. I think we'll use this instead of Warcry. So we'll try these as our active skills. And again, we now have a lightning ability, so it kind of makes sense, the plan that we had here. Lightning Storm. That's great. Deal critical damage and freezing effects to get a critical multiplier. Awesome. So it looks like, I mean, I can't tell. Like, it looks like this line is pointing off the skill tree. Like, maybe they eventually are going to add other tiers here. That almost certainly is what that means, I would say. But I kind of like how we've ended up going with this character. It's fun, at least. We'll do some dexterity. Does that infect your critical chance just with weapons? So I guess we're okay with not focusing on dexterity too much. We'll kind of go 1 point in everything else. We're hopefully going to be killing stuff with our lightning pretty quickly. So one thing we could try now that we've gotten some more abilities is, so now we've got this cool effect where I like this. We're still taking a lot of damage, but we are creating, we've got some cool things going on. Item level is too high. Oh, so what level do we have to be? 15. Wow. What's this orc sword? Requires level 11. Tomb of Lightning Bolt? Is that something different than what we've already gotten? Maybe we should try that instead of Storm. Let's see what it does. Let's find an enemy and see what it does. Okay. Alright. Alright, does anybody remember what Storm does? It seems like it's more direct. Steel Battle Axe. Ooh. That's going to be two-handed though, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go back to town. We're going to go try our quest one more time. And then we will try to wrap this up. Alright, so we need to talk to this dude. And then we need to go find the old runes again. Which will go from here. Uh-oh. Yep, north is in the wrong direction. There we go. We'll just do it like this, actually. Alright. We'll try this one more time. I don't know which lightning skill was better. I think this way was a more direct route. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, these guys are tough. Alright, let's just switch it one more time. Oh, this upgraded. So that's just like going off in random directions, it looks like. I don't love that. Alright, we'll keep it on this. Alright, let's try it. If we can thin these guys out before we end up with the big guy, that would be nice. It seems like the effect is definitely... Okay, we just got some upgrades to stuff. What kind of magic effect does that? Uber resistance. Oh, and we got a ring. We're just not doing much damage with our weapons. Alright, this leveled up. Alright. Alright, we seem to just like be wrecking now. Wow. He dropped a lot of stuff on the ground. A leather belt. And we put it on. Okay. To me, melee is still awkward, judging the distance you need to be. Okay, so we leveled that up. Ooh, how did this happen? Shoots powerful thunderbolts at nearby enemies. So I guess it's supposed to like auto target. Alright, so we can go talk to him now. We've gotten farther than we've ever gotten before. What's up, Zab? Alright. So we finally get to turn this quest in. It's a quest we've been working on forever. He didn't drop anything on the ground for us. We did hit level 7 though. Wow. So that's pretty cool. Like we've got a really cool, we're gonna go all power, like all of a sudden we're just like lightning. Alright, explore the world. Talk to the housemaker, talk to the portal keeper. So obviously there are things in this game that I know nothing about, I just haven't experienced yet. Start bounty. Under the mountains, go as deep as possible. Alright, start bounty must not be working right now, I'm guessing. Housemaster. So it looks like you can build stuff. Do we have any coin? Yeah. So we can change what the floor looks like. Put some walls. Oh, we don't have any of those. You have to have some to do it. Is that how it works? No, it looks like we can do it without it. It just costs money, right? Put a little bed in here. So anyway, there's some housing options as well. Camera works the same way as it does in the real world. And then you can leave your house, I guess. Okay, so that's the house maker. Alright, so apparently somebody in my chat was telling me when something opened next to him about the starting portal. Or starting bounty. Okay. So this is another part of the game that, again, I don't know anything about. Whoa, what just happened? Alright, let's see what happens in here. We don't have a map. Ooh. Okay. So just more to explore, more enemies to fight. These guys are tough. Okay. Oh, we got a red key. I don't know what the keys are for yet. Maybe for this. Oh, cool. We got a wooden shield. We don't need all that white stuff. So we could equip the shield. Get rid of some of this other stuff we don't need. And I don't know if there's more to explore in here or not, but I do need to wrap this video up. I do like the lightning though. Lightning is fun. So that arm guard automatically got equipped. Oh, another. So now we're getting into magical weapons too, which is really cool. Okay. We leveled up our lightning. Alright. So we're doing a little bit better now. Oh, I think we could have gone this way. Starting to figure a few things out. Getting a little deeper into the game. And we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But I want to thank everybody for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do. And that way I'll know you like it and I'll continue to make more content. If you haven't ever visited me on Twitch, that's my favorite way to deliver content to everybody so that I can talk to you and interact with you. So come check us out at MDog Gaming on Twitch. Again, thanks for watching and we will wrap it up here. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.